What's up, guys? It's me, Sharon Michelle. So today's video is going to be a little different. Hopefully I'm talking loud enough and projecting because we are outside and I live right next to a main street, which you can't see, but it's there, so there's probably going to be a lot of cars. Anyway, so the video before my last, we learned how to propagate plants. It was a super easy video. Hopefully the sun doesn't like ruin my life. But today I'm going to teach you just like how to repot them. Once you get roots, see we have like big roots like this. These, in my opinion, I've always planted when they have like one big root. I'm sure they grow more. I don't really know. I don't know that much about plants, to be completely honest with you. It's a relatively new hobby, like in the last 2.5 years that I've really gotten into plants. So I'm experimenting right alongside with you, which I think is really fun. So these little guys, as you can see, have a lot of roots. Hopefully you can see. And this is what you want to look for when repotting any sort of plant. The more roots, the better, but you don't want to leave it in water for too long. So these actually have been in water for less than a month, actually. It just so happens that they root really, really well, whereas this guy has been in water for probably about a month and he still only has that one root. But you also don't want to leave them in water for too long because you don't want them to get too used to living in that environment and then not want to grow in the dirt. See, this little root, I would say, is probably too small for comfort. This root, like you can see, is like twice the length of. So this guy we are going to put back, let him chill in the water for a little bit longer. This guy will plant. Ooh. This one is really nice too. This one's like pretty long and they are so slimy. I don't know why. These guys have some really good strong roots, and actually you see that it has like a little leaf that's already growing out from down in there, and it has roots up here too. So this I'm really excited to plant. And then this guy doesn't have very many roots yet, just like a couple. I have planted some of these, I think it's called like a Swedish ivy or a Swiss ivy or something. But the less roots that it has, sort of like the harder time that it has growing. I really hope that the cars aren't too loud. Can you hear this? It's like they got louder because I said that I hope they wouldn't be too loud. Oh my gosh, that person is an angry driver. I feel like everyone's a little angry. So I have these little pots that I've been keeping to put some things in. I have this pot as well. So this is actually the pot that we're going to transfer some of these babies into because it is really small. And you definitely want a smaller pot. I think the mistake that a lot of people make is that they use too big of a pot for their little plants and then they end up overwatering it. And then the plant actually gets too much water and it doesn't thrive. So this guy needs a bigger pot. He's like trying to grow and he will get much bigger if I give him more space to grow. This pot is about one size up. You don't want to like just move it from a pot like this size to like, let's see, to like a pot like this size, you know, because this is like 2 sizes up, I would say, or maybe 3. I actually think this one will go well in here. So what I'm doing before I'm taking this plant out of its pot is that I'm gonna let it dry up. So like, don't water it for like a day or so, or you know, this plant takes up a lot of water, and I also keep it on a windowsill, so it sort of dries up a lot faster. So I didn't water it for like 2 days, and it's completely dry, and it just like pulls out. And so what you want to do is take the pot that you want it to live in, and you want to sort of shake up the roots. And I'm gonna get dirty. It's my favorite part about planting. Honestly, I love dirt. And just shake it up so that the little roots aren't like packed together. And then put him in there. Oh, he's gonna look so cute. And then I have this planting soil. This is my favorite planting soil. It is, I don't even know what it's called. Fox Farm Soil and Fertilizer Company. So it's their ocean forest. It's got a lot of good things. I use only organic potting mixtures for my plants. I just think that it's better for them. I also buy like special reverse osmosis water for my plants. I mean, I drink it too, but I originally started buying it because of my plants, funny enough. So you just want to pack the dirt in there. You don't want it to be too tight, but you also don't want it to be too loose. I'm gonna eat some dirt. This is fine. And then just sort of put it in there. You can use your tiny shovel. This is one of my tiny utensils I use for like my inside plants. I need to remember to use my outside voice since we are outside. And you're all done. And I'm gonna take the water from in here and just use it to water this guy. You're gonna want to give it like one good watering after you plant it, because it'll sort of help pack the soil down and like remove any of like the air pockets that the soil creates. And that looks super cute. I think this guy looks great in this white pot. We might just put him over here. So I'm starting to move all of my inside plants outside for the winter. There's some plants that you can't move outside, but that's okay. I have some of these guys that I need to put into the ground. Super excited about that. But now to the main event. Okay, so I'm not gonna wash this out. That was like a normal, healthy plant. The plant wasn't dead or anything, so there's no need to bleach it in case the plant had root rot. If you're using a pot that once housed a plant that died, I would just suggest cleaning it out with a little bit of bleach or vinegar, something to kill the bacteria that could possibly be living in the plant, because especially if you had a problem with overwatering your plants, they might have had root rot, and that becomes like a bacteria. I'm not really sure how it works, but it lives in the pot. So I'm gonna leave that little bit of dirt in there because it's fine. And I'm gonna put some more dirt. I'm like getting it in my eyes. All right, and I'm gonna pack it to the top. And I'm actually gonna plant all of these pink guys in here because they're pretty small and they don't need that much room. I don't need to like suffocate them. Or what's the opposite of like suffocating something? Like, don't need to let them run wild, maybe? I don't know. And awesome. Okay, so now we have all of these guys in here. All of their roots are underneath the soil, and we'll pack it down a little, and then we're gonna take the rest of this water and just pour it in there. Ooh, and now I'm being dripped on. That's okay. So now you're gonna let them sit. Some of these might die. Some of them might not die. That's the thing you're looking for. We'll put that back there. So thanks for watching. I hope that that was somewhat instructional for you. I know it's like a very basic video, but some people really just like don't know when it's time to move their plants into a pot. And if you're one of those people, hopefully that helped you. I'm gonna go on a run now. So even though we're supposed to socially isolate and stay sort of inside, that doesn't necessarily mean that you can't go outside. Depending on where in the country you are, I suggest that you take this time for yourself, go outside, go on a run, do some sit-ups, just do like anything in the sunshine if you can. And if it's not sunny outside, maybe just like go sit outside, wrap yourself in some blankets, do a little meditation and breathe some fresh air, because that is really all that we can do right now. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope you know how much you are loved, and I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully.